The most dangerous ocean crossing in the world is from South America to Antarctica. 600 miles of the most treacherous and unpredictable waters on the planet. Drake Passage. Right now, 6 elite athletes are attempting to survive Arctic cold temperatures, windstorms, and 40-foot swells in a rowboat.
We're on day 3, and it looks like it's going to unfortunately turn for the worse for them to a much stronger storm cycle that they're going to have to endure.
We're about midday here on day 3. Winds turned against us, maybe for the next 12 to 18 hours.
So the weather's changed for them. It's starting to come up from the south now, and it's got to the point that they just can't compete against it.
At this point, we got to make a decision. Is the effort we're putting in equal to the current that's pushing us back and the head that's pushing us back?
They're going to have to deploy the sea anchor and ride it out. Hopefully they don't get pushed back too hard, and they can start again once it's passed through.
Made the decision to put the sea anchor out. Andrew's manning the charge up there with the ropes.
So we're doing it 1.5 hour shifts. Cam was the first to go out. Then I'll go out second, and it means that everyone gets a 4.5 hour rest in here.
It's very cozy in here. That's better than being pushed backwards in a windstorm.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
It's awful.
18 hours like this?
Yeah.
All right.
It's Colin and Fionn. We are inside the stern cabin under sea anchor, over.
You guys are 1.5 nautical miles away, so we're a distance away, but not super far, but you are out of sight line currently, over.
Sounds good. I love you, babe. Talk to you later. Over.
All right, stay in high spirits in those cramped quarters, over. People will say, oh, Colin's crazy, he's a risk taker. But he's really not an adrenaline junkie, and I can say that for how long I've known him.
Each and every one of my, 4 world records that I have, they've all started out with Jen and I sitting in a room looking at each other going, what do you want to create? The rowboat itself, is it today or what's the...
Yeah, the rowboat today at 4 a.m. the UK time got set sail across the Atlantic.
So it's official, you guys got all that all buttoned up, all the customs paperwork and all that stuff is all done?
Yeah, exactly. Of course, there's things that come into my mind that are scary or that I'm worried about, but that's where I actually get to show my strength. Yeah, so of course we'll have the assisting vessel who will really be able to know with all their permitting exactly what little coves we can land in.
Yeah.
I run the expedition's logistics and operations. It's really about making sure that Colin and I are in deep communication and trusting one another, that he has the skills, that he has prepared, that he has trained, that he is ready for what he's undertaking.
Jack, you don't have to be a leash puller.
He's poorly trained in this moment in time. He needs to be as dedicated as his dad to training. It's a lot of fun being married to Colin.
Wanna make a smoothie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life in our house seems to always be some sort of wild adventure, from bringing a puppy into the house, to making food together, to trying to manage and plan these expeditions.
Here you go.
Breakfast is served.
Yum.
Life for me pre-Colin, it's actually a little bit hard to remember. We met in 2007. I was in college in Florida, went to study abroad in Australia, and then went on spring break to Fiji, as you do when you're in college. and met Colin. Just this really kind of beautiful beginning to a romantic love affair.
It's a team effort. It's been both of us from the very beginning. You know, yes, I was physically alone in Antarctica for 54 days, but I also feel like Jenna walked every single step with me. For Drake Passage, it's amazing that she's actually gonna be able to be there on the assisting vessel.
I will be on the assisting vessel, a 125-foot ship rather than a 25-foot ocean rowing boat. So I think I have the better side of the deal, but this has been an evolution for me. You know, over the years, I've started to think about, you know, what I would like to do. So next spring, Colin and I will be headed to Everest. I'm excited to take that on myself.
Busy day of planning. Love you.
Love you too. Pretty blustery night last night. Furious waves knocking us all around, and the guys remained under sea anchors. But it sounds like they're gonna get some reprieve at some point this afternoon, somewhere around noon to 3, and hopefully then the guys can start rowing again.
Managed to fall asleep for about an hour, pretty hard. We're on the sea anchor, and Fionn just stepped out to go pee outside, but I'll be back soon. Was asleep for about an hour. Then I woke up to realize that I'm in a tiny little boat floating around the middle of Drake Passage.
Yeah, the weather's slackened off. It's let them go again. They just had to pull their anchor in and start rowing again. The conditions are favourable, so good speed.
We are moving again. A lot more spacious without Fionn in here smashed up against me. I think everyone is grateful to be moving and rowing.
Calm after the storm. It is Sunday. Holy crap. It's Monday.
We got pushed back about 10 to 12 miles last night in the storm. So I have a little bit of ground to make up, but honestly not that much considering the severity of the winds and the tide last night pushing against our little Ohana. It looks like we're gonna have some favorable weather for about 2 to 3 days. So we'll try to make as much distance as we can in those days.
Follow the expedition in real time on Discovery.